Well, after just a little scrub, things are looking a little better. But now to remove the bowl itself, there's your bowl drain screw. This one looks like it's been monkeyed with a few times. Oops. Maybe not best. Flat blade will still take that out, but I love replacing screws on carburetors and motorcycle cases with Allen screws. And this is one of the reasons. There's always one screw. Oops. Focus. There's always one screw that doesn't want to go. So I've soaked it. Well, would you look at that? That right there is a clean float. And that right there is a particularly clean float bowl. There's not a lot of dirt in there. Oh, sorry, the poor lighting here. Maybe I can get you a better shot here. There's not a lot of dirt in there at all. I had to drill the head off the screw, and now it turns out just fine. So I'm going to replace all of these because these are terrible. With bolts or some sort of Allen screw would be nice. These are, as they say, fit for the pit. Also, make sure not to put your filings inside the carburetor because that's bad news. So, I've got the manual here. I can actually set the flow height while I'm in here. Here's the moral of the story, kids. Don't judge a carburetor by its linkage. She might be clean inside. Linkage is still messed up. We're still going to have to deal with that. But the inside's beautiful. This might have run just fine the way it was. So, this is that plunger for that piece of junk there. So, is this stuck? Is it sticking? Is it broken? Bird's eye view, kids. Well, there's a, for this pump linkage, notice I have it spring-loaded now. What I did, as you can see this bolt here, oh man, it's not focusing. Anyway, on that white plastic pump linkage, there's a bolt that goes to the center of it, right there. I just gave it a full turn out. I'm going to spray it down with some release all. And then I'm going to just tighten it down again and hopefully it works. I'm also going to just scrub out as much of this as I can. And we're good. I'm pretty much ready to blow this clean and get it ready to go. I set my float height to 1/2 inch, which is within spec. It's actually just a hair above. They allow up to 0.53 of an inch. And I'm good. Or 11.2 to 11.4 millimeters. And I believe that's measured from the bottom of the float to the bottom of the carb housing. So that's it. So a quick little blow with the old blow gun after I give this one more scrub. Use the penetrant again. One more blast, one more scrub. Okay, it's time to look at the airbox here. The lid was held together with a variety of screws, including oops. It was held together with a variety of screws, including wood screws. That's awesome. Here's our filter. It was sort of in here. This looks like some sort of end cap, which would normally locate it. And it looks like it's held in place by a cap from a grease tube. Yeah, I need one of these. I think I've got a tube of grease here somewhere with a broken lid. Let's see if this is the same size. Am I right? That would be it. I need that. I need a grease tube cap. Score. So anyway, we're going to see if we can shine some light on this. We're just going to hold this up to the light and we're going to look down the center of it. It's tough to say. Let's give you oh, there you go. That's not so bad. It's not a nice filter. I'm going to put a new one in here eventually. I've seen a lot worse than that. I'm going to use this, clearly. We're at least going to get the machine running. Oh, Twin Air. twinair.com for all your Twin Air needs. So I'm going to get this little wipe down inside here. There's some crowds in here. She's been siliconed together a few times. Oh, I guess that was a drain at some point. I guess I got some H2O in there. So now I guess my airbox is just full of water. Thanks, guys. Oh well. Alright, so I got myself my new grease lid for my tube of grease. I can I can now put that away. And I've replaced that with a fine fitting piece of styrofoam, which holds this filter in quite nicely. I'm sure there's something missing. I could look in the manual and see what it is, but you know what, that works quite well. And I should probably give that a little wipe in there too. And then I'm going to clean the outside of the box and install it on the quad. Alright, we got a carburetor mounted here, sort of. I have one nut on. I need to get one from work tomorrow. I only have one nut. And I got the airlocks mounted. So that's all plumbed up. I got to tighten that down once the carburetor is mounted, but I got to wait for that. So we're pretty much ready for to wire it up now. They had this battery cable, if you can call it that, jimmy rigged onto here. And I've actually purchased a second-hand positive battery cable complete with fuse for the accessories, which I think is supposed to plug in, I don't know, this is the ground side. That needs an end put on it. We can manage that. And this is just an old cred tie. So somewhere either here or in my truck I have the positive battery cable. I need to find that because I paid $11 on eBay for that, and I'd like to find it between now and soon. But anyway, that's all for today. Thanks guys for your encouragement on this project. I can mount the battery in plastics as soon as I get this wiring figured out, and then we can fire it up. Well, there's my new Magna Sport battery, the YB12CA. I filled it up just now and gonna get her juiced up for tomorrow. Speaking of juice, here's the big tank of go-go juice. This fuel tank needs a proper cleaning on the outside. It's fantastic on the inside. I dumped the old fuel out. There's some old cruddy gas there that I had to get rid of, but I disposed of it properly. Anyway, mug's empty. That's all for today, kids. And thanks for watching, and we'll see how things go with the Warrior.